Hey YouTube, Merry Christmas, tomorrow. Yeah, so I was been doing a video with Scott. I got my days mixed up. It was meant to be split into two, and one was meant to be today and one was meant to be tomorrow, so I got my days mixed up. Oops. So it's Christmas Eve now. This is the Grant guitar we were talking about. I thought I'd do a wee demo of it. So as far as I could gather, 1985. Not 100% sure about these. I do know that there are at least 3 models of it. There's, well, at least 4. There is this one, the 2 pickup. There's a single pickup one that has a trem, and there's also a bass, which I've only ever seen the bass in a sort of blue colour. I want the bass. And I think I've seen a fretless one, although I'm not sure whether the fretless one had been defretted or not. So 3, possibly 4 models at least. I've seen this one in red, 2 of these in red, because Wayne's got one exactly the same as this, the 2 pickup one. The single pickup one, I've seen 2 of them in red. I've got one, Wayne's got one, and I've only ever seen 1 silver one, and that's the single pickup one I've got. And then I've seen 2 basses, both of them were blue. One of them I didn't buy, which I wished I had for a reasonable price. This is maybe 4 or 5 years ago. I think Wayne actually had it for a bit. I'm sure he paid like 80 quid for it or something. It was like, I wish I'd bought it. And then last year one came up. It was a fretless one, and I was like, to go with the 3, because I could sell the red single pickup one and then have the full set. And I bid up to, I think it was 180 or something was my maximum bid, and before I'd even got to the actual bidding thing, it shot way up and it was 400 odd it went for. It was like, damn it, somebody else must know what these are. But I mean, I don't even know how you describe it. Just call it a Grant 80s guitar, I suppose. It's got the later on logo. So these were imported by the shop, Grant's shop, which I think there was a few of them all over Scotland. I think the main one was in Byres Road in Glasgow. But what a high quality guitar. Really is. The Fender scale length. Scott said these were cheap tuners, but pretty sure these are Gotoh. They seem to be fine. Brass. Sadly, actually, the same bridge you get on a Washburn Raven. It's got the notched knobs I like. So 2 volumes of tone and a coil split switch. And these pickups are very much your DiMarzio Super Distortion copies. Probably Gotoh as well. Same as your Ibanez Super 70s or the power sustains you get in Washburn. Pretty much. So played through my wee Laney VC15. No pedals on. That 3x12 cabinet. I meant to say, I don't know if you might be able to see how black the cabinet's looking. One of my pals was over, Ian, was the guy with the Ibanez I did the other day. So I don't know, what kind of speakers are there in it? And it was like, I don't know. I've always wanted to have a know, and when I bought it, it was like, I think it'd been sitting near to a tumble dryer, so behind the grill it was kind of covered in fluff and dust. So I always meant to, one day, because he asked me, I was like, right, sorted it, my pedal board's down to quite a small amount just now, so I don't need to really disconnect anything to get at it. So I took it to bits, and I took the front triangular grill bit off so I could hoover it, and it went back to being black rather than light grey like it was. So it's looking pretty good. The speakers are Celestion Greenbacks G12Ms. I took a photo so I'd remember, but they're like 25 watt 4-ohm ones, something like that. I don't know, quite rare speakers, but they sound fantastic. With the sort of cork fronts on them. Yeah, but I mean, I could kind of see why they don't make these. What an absolute pig it was trying to... So the plan was I was only going to take out the centre triangular bit and then hoover it, see what the speaker was, put it back on again. But the grills, the screws are sitting on these sort of rubber things. So you're sitting there trying to put the screw through a rubber thing and put it on, and eventually it was like, I just couldn't get it to fit. So I ended up taking the whole top bit off as well, including them as well. All the speakers are the same. And I really thought it took me about 2 hours until I had the great idea of why don't I super glue the stupid rubber stopper things onto the front of the cabinet and then put the grill on. But what an absolute pig putting that stuff together, because obviously the front piece has got like a V thing in it. Nightmare, but I think it might be sounding better because I've took an inch of dust off some of the speakers. So it might be, I was out with a soft paintbrush. So bridge pickup. I'd say that's probably... tempted to say that's probably it in single coil, and this will be humbucker. I'd be wrong. No, I was right. Neck pickup. And humbucker. Wee bit of drive with the governor. I really can't stress how good the neck on this is though. It really is an absolute stunner. The 3-piece, as Scott said, volute on the back, bolt on neck. This wee bit here is very Aria. That's the Aria smooth joint system or something it says on the back of some of the Arias. They used to say, the Matsumoku neck plates used to say adjustable steel truss rod or something on them, and then they went to original smooth joint, which I think is what that is, even though... Is it a Matsumoku one? Don't know. Playing it is possible. Actually, going by playing it kind of is, actually, I think. So the thoughts on this guitar are it was some run of guitars. There's a Martin Sigma, is it called? They tried, I think that might be what this is. And, you know, maybe early 80s. And they were made and they weren't sold, or they were partially made and the deal fell through or something like that, and the Grant companies bought a pallet of them and then got them painted to their 1985 colours and got Grant stuck on the headstock. I think nothing to back that up at all, but it kind of makes sense, I think. I'm enjoying playing the neck pickup because the other ones I've got, the other two I've got the red one, which I need to sell, same colour as this purple, just get the one pickup. They're just one pickup, so the neck pickups are sort of, whoa, one of these with a neck pickup, wow. I knew that was wrong when I first did it. I tried to put the bass on actually. Wrong note in the back track. Wow, that minor note's really sticking its head out there. Is it a tune actually? That's been sitting for quite a while. There you go. G. That was the governor pedal over there. Yeah, so this was going to be a wee 5-minute intro to the second half of when I was over at Scotch yesterday, but it's basically, I'm just going to stick this out as a video on its own. Tomorrow's Christmas special thing. Well, it's not really a Christmas special, is it? But this guitar is amazing. I've never given this the respect it deserves, I don't think. It's because it's such a really weird shape. It's a kind of non-describer. I mean, I've been calling it the ugly, the Grant Ugly. Or more so the single pickup one. It's not as ugly with the 2 pickups, but these guitars are phenomenal. So if you can find one of these, I would buy it. Quality wise, it's just not. Even Scott liked it, and I was thinking, I told Scott, I was happy, right? Just rip into it, slag it off as much as you want. And he was like, I can remember seeing them. I never played one. I was like, immediately, like, those. There's something special about it. And these pickups are phenomenal, really. So much bite. Has anyone got a blue one? Or has anyone got the bass? Anyone got the bass in blue that they want to... Unfortunately, the blues, in my memory, when I saw the first blue one, this is 5 years ago, I thought it was like, this is a sort of candy apple red, and the silver is obviously a sort of metallic silver. I thought the blue was a sort of turquoise metallic, but it's not. It's a kind of dark blue, I think, which isn't as nice, and that's maybe why I didn't buy the first one, but I think I need the bass, and I think I need it to be blue. I'm after a very specific guitar. It's going to be difficult. As I said, I've got 2 red ones, so I don't need the other red one. If anyone wants to swap a red single pickup guitar for a blue bass, that'd be nice. One of the reasons, I sold the red one for... I actually sold it to my pal Ronnie for, I think it was 150 quid or 175 quid for it. And it's like, it really pained me selling it because it's a much, much better guitar than that. I mean, 175 quid, you're still talking like Squires and stuff, and it's like, miles better than most guitars. Ugly as sin though, but I mean, that's part of the joy, isn't it? No one else has got one. I wasn't really aware in how good condition this one is. It really does have almost... Oh, did I not notice there was a dent in the back? There's a dent there. Apart from that, it's pretty much mint. I don't think these things were really that expensive when they were new. I'd imagine it's the sort of thing that maybe didn't sell. It's very of its time. I mean, this shape... Maybe a little bit of... There's a little bit of an... Is it an Aria Cardinal or an Aria RS? A little bit of that somewhere in the shapes of the pointy bits, but not exactly this guitar. Kind of bizarre. Anyhow, Merry Christmas Eve. Have a great day tomorrow. Don't eat too much. Well, just do eat too much. It's Christmas, that's the whole point. I meant to eat too much and then fall asleep about lunchtime. And then force yourself to drink just to be sociable, and then basically just... So you can just spend all day, Boxing Day, in bed. Rocking. Catch y'all later. And off.